Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Couch Channel. I'm the Cow! It's the end of September, the best time of the year for video games. So we're going to have a lot of new games coming out. And I'm hopeful that the volume of this game is okay, because this is the first recording we're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, Endless Legend. This is a game a lot like Civilization, and I do want to play Beyond Earth After Earth 2. But this game caught my attention right before it released. For several reasons. First of all, it is beyond awesome. Look at this guy. He's like, please, spare me. No! That's awesome. This is a game in the Endless series. You might remember there's a game called Dungeon of the Endless, which is where a spaceship with criminals, security guys, and other people just crashes onto a planet deep underground, and they have to survive. It's actually kind of a cool game. And then there was another strategy 4X series called Endless Space. Endless Space actually takes place in the same timeline as Dungeon of the Endless, where you're playing as the races, and they're conquering. It's a really well-made 4X strategy game. Endless Legend, despite being all magical and mystical and Lord of the Rings, Diablo, Warcraft is, actually takes place in the same universe, which blew my mind. It's between the two games, and basically the survivors of Dungeon of the Endless get up to the surface and just start, making their kingdoms. And eventually, some ascend and become some of the races in Endless Space or something. I'm not 100% sure. But that was so cool. So I looked up this game, I found some preview games, and it looked phenomenal. The map is like the opening of Game of Thrones. It's got this real board game look. You've got heroes and all kinds of sort. Look at that! Look at that! So we're gonna play this game. And we're just going to... Now, you've got a bunch of different guys that you can choose from, so we're going to do that first. Wild Walkers. These are basically like your elves. They get huge bonuses. Kind of like elf Tweelings, actually. They get like a... He looks awesome. Oh, he looks really cool. They get... Their main bonus is this. No, I'm sorry. The main bonus is this. They get huge bonuses if they build their stuff on forests. You go find their cities in forests, pretty much. And here's all the stuff that their main quest example is just, getting out and getting back. Then we have these guys. The Broken Lords. These are guys who have basically taken their souls and crafted them to their armor to survive. Look at how tight these guys are. They got like advanced armor. Just go. They have to, basically there's, instead of money or gold, you have this magical thing called dust used as your currency. And these guys drain dust to survive. They don't make food like all the other guys do. They drain dust, which is awesome. And then you have their settler, you have their stalwarts, you have a rider, you have a bishop. I mean, it's really awesome. Then you have the vaulters, who are, despite what they look, a scientific thing. They have no idea where they came from. They basically just crawl up out of the ground. Conservative and wary, have limited relations. They have like the most futuristic high-tech thing. They have these awesome... I got to play with their Marines in the tutorial. It was incredible. They have their Dawn Officer Cavalry, which is basically a cavalry unit that does not need a mount, which is freaking awesome. They have these Titans. Look at that! And is this their quest? No, that's up there. You go. And Legends speak of places. It's like they're trying to explore the land. Then we have Necrophages, which are exactly what they look like. They're giant insects And basically these guys, they don't make food like everybody else. But what they can do is they can freaking they have these awesome abilities that let them assimilate and turn other people into food. It's incredible, this recycling ability. As you kill guys in battle, you stockpile their bodies for food. It's really weird. And then you have Argent Mages. These guys are another science faction. Basically, these guys are of the belief that magic is painful. You can see like the faction ruler here. She's carved the freaking runes into her body. These guys are nuts. Okay, these are really, really nuts. And their main quest have grown. It looks like they're just trying to figure out more of the thing. Oh, that's another thing. You can win some of the basic ways. Like it says, you know, this is a science victory type. You can win the other types. But if you decide to go Ardent Mages, though, you get this awesome quest that you can go through the game. And if you complete your quest before any of the other factions, you can win the game. Then you have the roving clans. These are economic guys and freaking awesome. Their cities can actually move. It's amazing. Nomadic cities. You can relocate a city and their districts at will. It's beyond impressive. They're all about being mounted and figuring things out like that. Their main quest is just, you know, they're going to buy their way to victory, basically. Then you have the Draken. And what I really love about these guys, look at them. They're freaking dragon spawn, but their main victory is diplomatic. Few in number, but extremely powerful. They do not seek war, but relationships. Faction histories, artifacts, and runes are highly prized by wealth, military power. So, you know, they're going to be played a lot differently than the others. There's freaking T-Rexes. Oh my god, look at that thing. Oh my god, look at that thing. Their main quest. Cherishing as you explore and discover you are challenged as well. So they're all about honor and duty. And then your last one. Look at that. That's the cultists. They were led by two freaking... I don't even know. Like they're automatons or something? Left alone on the planet for millennia, they have turned against their creators and sworn to destroy every trace of their existence. To do so, they recruit, train, and arm lesser beings from the tribes and vagrants. Cult until its death monolith for ever expanding. The cult of the eternal end will spare no effort. I mean, so it's basically like your religious group. Here's your preacher. Here's your fanatic. I mean, look at these things. Nameless God. You can't sneak up on him. No, you can't. And his main quest right there. So basically, I don't even know which. I'll be playing this off the channel so much it's not even funny. So the Vaulters are really cool. The Necrophages are really cool to me too. Broken Lords are kind of cool. These guys, I think what we're going to do is we'll go Necrophage for this playthrough. And if you guys want to see more races and more playthroughs, you should let me know. But I'm going to select them. Difficulty, normal, that's probably good since I've never actually played. Game speed, normal, that's probably... Custom factions, you can build your own faction and assign whichever one you want. So, basically, I like to go not huge, but large. Can I add more? Because it says it's for 8. Pangea, which is I don't like. No ocean. 2 continents, 4 continents, few continents, many continents. A large Pangea, large islands, island. Can I custom? How custom? So I like, we'll go random and just see what we get. Continent shape, regular, rounded or curved, disturbed, more random variations, disproportionately sized, distances can vary, a sort of size, random, do that random. We'll go ahead and do temperate because we want an average world. We have topography, Average is pretty good. World difficulty. Some empires can begin closer to each other. There should still be a minimum of 1 region between players. Hard, fewer enemies, resource one. Normal's probably fine. So we're going to do the advanced settings. Well, here we can do, like, it's just, do you want to do spread, region size? Don't even know what that means. Topography. All kinds of good stuff, guys. I mean, we could do random on all this, but, you know what? Actually, we are going to do. Luxury resources will be set to random. Economies will be set to random. Manufacturing difficulty. We'll leave that on as normal because I've never played before. World seed generation. I don't even know what that means. But we're going to apply all that. And, single friend zone. Can I, oh, here's why I can. Recommends 8 people for this. So there you go. And there's 8 factions. So all the factions are going to be on here. Here's us. Let's go ahead and start. This is so exciting. And it's just going to, oh, look at that. Oh, cool. Within that shape, continents rose from the seas. And, oh my god, it's like the Bible on fast forward. I can't read that fast, guys. I'm sorry. But here's basically, you know, these are all bugs. It's going to take a minute, and I apologize for that, for it to generate the world that we're going to be settling in. All of that is me. That's ominous. Oh, I'll read, guys. So the plant's talking to me? Ah, there we go. It didn't take as long as I thought it would. Nope. Roads? We don't need roads where we're going. Nerd points if you know what movie that's from. And awaiting other players who are all AI. Oh, this should be fun, man. Oh.
The colony was everything. They were born as one. They fought as one. And they died as one.
Oh.
Driven by their hunger.
Tight.
But I hunted for something more. I stole the sentience of an ancient power and saw a greater purpose. For we were the first. Auriga is our planet. And I will turn our hunger against those trespassers who would take it from us. One day we will reign supreme on Auriga. And we will gaze up at the stars. Still hungry.
Oh, I love these guys. Oh, accidentally. So, like I said, it's a very Game of Thrones map. Here's my army. I get, the hero feeds on bones. And basically he is fast, which means he gets +1 battle movement. He's immune to disease and parasite. Comes back to life. That's a big thing about the Necrophages. They come back to life. If you don't wipe out their entire army, they come back to life. They're frequently Zerg. Extra damage to infantry. Extra damage when he's attacked. If he's the governor of a city, he increases the value for food and industry for every pacified village. Extra attack boosts. Now, I want to go over that real quick. I mean, of course, you know, we'll get into this more later. You have your weapons and your stuff. Here's his life, which is, you know, health. Now, attack is not your damage. Attack, it's a little weird. Attack is the chance to successfully do damage, and then damage is how much you hurt. The rest are all the same. Defense is the ability to defend itself against the damage. Initiative is how fast it goes, and speed is how far it can move, both on the world map and the battlefield. And of course, you have your skill tree. You have skills for his class, which is infantry, his common skills, and his faction skills. So, like, this stuff is, you know, he's got a lot of abilities, which are, and I'll have to decide what I want. Extra accessory slots, extra defense. Let's see, rallying call, extra reinforcement positions in garrison. And here we have ice in the veins, which is immunity to the movement reduction in winter. And like Game of Thrones, you have long summers and long winters. I'm the first by X Swarm. You'll have a limited number of armies, of course. And then down here we have, improve your searching, fast healer, defender. This is just a bunch of common skills that he gets. And over here we have his faction skills. Like this one says, he gets... The faction skills are usually stuff that help you be governor of a city. You have to decide if your heroes will be governors or Berserk Pheromone. See, some of these classes, you might be thinking, well, if this is all the city governor stuff, why? God, man, look at that. Yep. Why? But if this is the garrison stuff when he's in a city, because cities can be attacked, so you want that. So we're going to close that. We have forgers. I said we have forgers. We have 3 or 4 units here, so it's kind of a small army. I'm going to want to choose where I want to set pretty soon. Probably I want to settle right here next to the river. Get that bonus. Okay, where is my empire? Cities, research, quests. I don't have any quests yet. Manage the heroes. Manage units and armies. I want to... Here are the ones I already have. There's the forger. Okay, I can go into edit. Which is he's immune to disease. Oh no, he gives disease. These guys are dangerous, and he's immune to disease, of course. Range Slayer, which means he gets extra damage against archery units. Block, which means he gets extra defense. So close out of that. And then here are these flyers, which make awesome scouts. Iron Claws, which is pretty good. He's, again, disease and disease. Really high initiative. You want these guys to just be glass cannons, because they can resurrect at the end of a fight. Sweep strike overrides the default counterattack. Deal damage to the attacker and opponents next to... So you want these guys as your flankers, really. So, and then of course your settlers. I mean, settlers aren't really... Unsaleable, cannot be sold. Immune to disease. Cavalry's... Really? That's kind of weird, but okay. We'll close that, and... And I want to... split him off this unit. Okay, I want to settle over by the city. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. Now I will lose a little. Food from wherever my main city gets placed. So I want to put it here where there's not any food anyway. And so we're just going to walk up here. And look at this! It just sprouts. That's awesome. So we're happy. I got huge approval rating. And we're working on food. Now I can move this guy to anywhere I want. Have him work on the food, production, science, money, or dust, whatever. And this is influence, which is used in diplomatic stuff, which we're not going to worry about. Now, my guys aren't really diplomatic. They can't actually make peace with anybody. So we're not going to worry too much about that. I want to go ahead and start working on the Founders Memorial. Will take me 6 turns. And then we're going to build a couple of these Necro drones. And I like how it's cumulative. So it's in 6 turns I have this. In 18 turns from this thing I'll have this. And then in 30 turns I have this. Looks like I have die right here. So once I get the technology I can work on that. We'll click out of that. Go here. We want to search these rooms with our army. I found glass steel, which is used as a strategic resource to make new weapons and upgrades. I don't actually have anything, so if I zoom out all the way, which is awesome, the district of you make districts, you don't make cities. You can only have one of these per each one of these border things. And as you can see, I don't even know yet all of my borders. So what we're going to do, we're going to click over here. How much? That was all my move. Okay, so we're going to end the turn. I have not selected... Oh, I got to select my tech. So I already know how to make necro drones. I already know how to build titanium and glass steel extractors, although I don't have anything. Usually the safest thing you can do is the first thing you want to do is you want to get with river, you want to get some of this food stuff to help increase your... So basically what we want to do is we want to get this, then we want to get this, and then we want to get that. See, this is going, since I'm next to a river, I'm going to get extra dust during the summer seasons. And then it can be upgraded to dust filtration somehow, I'm not 100% sure. Search party was going to make it better when I search runes. And then this is seed storage, which means I get extra food on the summer. Extra food, it takes a little dust. All this stuff takes dust. So now, I'm going to exit out of that and clear turn. And we're just waiting up. And here's my quest. Unease riddles the nest. I can feel it everywhere. In the hurried footfalls, in the tunnels, in the huddling, in the lingering, in the fungal gardens. They doubt me. The sifters, the burrowers, the soldiers, even the blasted groomers. Get off! They doubt me, and their doubt seeps into my chitin, which is probably what I have instead of skin. I sit in my lair, fretting, while all above hind legs grow bolder, nipping and herring and slicing at our tracks. Enough! I must erase these doubts, but how? Doubts bite deeper than any jars. Security. Yes. Above all, I must ensure this region holds no threats for my brood. Otherwise they will come, fighters in leather and steel with claws and weapons to tear apart our fragile young. We will attack the hind legs, which I guess are the other species. Teach them that this place is ours, and we will not be driven out and pushed away. They'll stab us and slice us, but the price will be worth it. My brood will survive. My brood will gain confidence. We will grow. So summary, he who meddles must destroy minor faction villages and armies that threaten the new Necrophage colony. In the nearby region of Odasha, make sure all the Nidya villages are pacified. That's our first quest. Now, I don't even know where Nidya is, actually. So I'm going to have to... And here I can just see my quests. Now, unfortunately, I don't know where it is yet, but first things first... Oh, what's this? Now, there's titanium. I can build a deposit on it, even though the city doesn't have to be around it, because the city is reminiscent of the district. And same thing with that die right there. We're going to search. I got 40 dust. So, let me just... Oh, I have encountered the Nidya, which are bird people. Though bird-like in appearance, the Nidya are closer to humanoid than one might think. The young are birthed, not hatched, and like all other advanced peoples, their habitats are carefully chosen for defense, foraging, and observation. Show location. Okay, yeah, so they're all right there. So, since I'm a warlike thing, I'm just going to go up there and I'm going to pacify the snot out of them. And you know, this is the, I can show the grid if I want to make it a little easier, and I'm going to at least at first to make it easier for us to see. And here, I can just see, well, these are the resources. You know, you have food, production, money, science. And I like how they have it set up there. So, what we're going to do, I can turn that off because there's no reason to look here. We're going to go watch up there, and you guys will get to see some combat this episode, which I really do like. Yeah. And my river just starts from nowhere, doesn't it? Okay, so 2 is the number beside the hero. I can fit 2 more guys in here, and I kind of want to. Oh, that must have been a cliff. So, I mean, again, one of the things I didn't even bother to explain are necrophages don't really have diplomacy or policy like that. So when it says pacify, I kind of have to kill them all. So we're ready to fight. We're going to go on. You can choose the global strategy. There's no reason to go spectator, and there's no reason to go auto. In fact, the auto battle thing is not that great. Feed on bones is about to feed on the bones. So this is the combat screen. As you can see, I can go ahead and just, before battle begins, I can choose wherever there are blue things where I want to deploy. I don't have anything that's effective against flyers this early stage of the game. So what we're going to do is, you have speed of 2, which means it's move. Remember, initiative is how fast you move, and speed is number of movement points. I can see up here that I'm going to move first. So what I want to do is I just want to position my army, and we're going to take out this dude first. And over here, I can click here and let them know I want you to attack this guy. No, I can't. Advance toward enemy, move units to the rear, reset. So I just want to hit ready in the deployment phase. Now I get to assign, you see how it's auto-attacking. I have no idea why these guys are going all the way over here. So what I want to do, letting me know here that, you know, my attack and defense are weaker than theirs, but my initiative is higher. I don't care about losses because, and here I'm, oh, okay, I can't do that. I don't care about losses because, remember, my guys will come back if I win or survive this fight. So we're just going to go ahead and do the first turn. Battles last no more than 6 turns. Oh yeah, poisoned him. Get him! Get him! Purge the unclean. Oh, they blocked my hero. Yeah. And they didn't actually. Oh, they didn't block. I forgot I can move through. Feed on him. Yeah. I have no idea. There's no rear or attacks that I know of, so. Ouch. You can only fight once around, though. So again, we just want to finish this guy off. And he's poisoned, so he's taking damage. Yeah. He'll come back. Do it for him! And probably as I get... What the hell? Blocked. So I want to switch you up to go ahead and start killing him because I need to finish this fight. And he got poisoned, so he died. So we can zoom in and out, move the camera independently. And now he's poisoned. Poison's not as strong as you guys might think because battles don't last too long. Yeah. And again, we're just going to crush him. Turn 4, I think we're up to. Get him, guys! For the colony! Yeah, you are pacified. And everybody goes back to the position. That is a complete victory. Lots of XP. 2 cadavers. I'll show you how to use those later. No recycled stockpiles. We can use those as food. Go and dismiss that. And what I want to do is... I don't know how to heal, actually. You think I might need to know that. So, pacified, I guess. I don't have any more movement, and I don't have anything else I need to do right now. I want to make sure that I'm producing. I want to produce max food. This is also letting me know that I can build a titanium extractor to start gathering titanium to build upgrades. So we're going to do that right here. Right here. Yeah. It's just letting me know that it'll be done. You can see that it's obvious to anybody else. And... don't actually know how to heal. Which might be a bad thing. Up here we completed this, which means that we're going to get a lot more dust, as you can see. Search party. What does search party mean? Oh, that's the next technology I'm researching. Okay. And the population of my city has grown to 2, so let's go down here. I can assign these guys independently, and that might not be a bad idea because... but it's going to greatly decrease the time for the next one, and we already have great production. You use consumption for food. And, you know, we're getting better everything. We're not getting that much culture, but this will help fix that. So... how do I heal? Okay, hang on. No, that's not gonna work. How do I heal? I think I can only heal in friendly territory, so let's try that. Well, actually, no, I think that 35 and 50. Let me see if they might gain HP back as the turns go on. Yeah, they do. Okay. Do you have a level up? Or skill points? I do. I didn't choose a skill point for this guy because I'm an idiot. So, Indiana Bones. Let's do that. He's my first one. I'm going to want him to... yeah, because there's 45, there's 61. We gotta go find all those Nydia thingies around here somewhere. So we want to search in this district right here. The posting line lets us know where they are. What's this? Oh, he's inspected level 2. Oh, no, he gained a point because he was level 2. Okay. And after I do this quest, I can go back and see about upgrading these guys. Let me just go end my turn. Winter in 1 to 18 turns, I guess. I'm not sure. Where are the Nydia? We have found them, and we march upon their foolish city. When we come back, we crush these fools underneath our chitlin boots. Up, and we're going to start making necro drones. That's going to help us out a lot. When we come back, we kill them all.